Hey everybody, it's Kim and Robin.
Hey,
Um,
Robin.
we're here with 7 Minute Health Chat again. Today, Kim, I'm going to let you go ahead and start and tell them what we're talking about.
So we are going to talk about, because it is National Nutrition Month, that is our continuing theme. We're going to talk about how to eat the best foods to eat when you're in peri and menopause and post. So guys, if you don't want to hear this, now's the time to check out. But if you want to hear it for your favorite lady, stick around and listen. So anyway, we're excited to talk about it because we have both been through menopause. So yay!
It's gone.
It gone, and we survived it. And so we're going to talk about best ways to eat to feed our bodies during this that kind of can be a crazy upside down time.
So I just want to interject because Kim and I, we have so many things that we've learned and we want to pass on and we want to inspire other people. And this is something that we've actually lived. So we're like, we definitely want to pass it on to other people who are younger than us and hopefully can, in my case, learn from my mistakes, to help you get through it easier. So go
Absolutely.
ahead.
And before we go on, I just got to compliment Robin on her bright green for St. Patrick's Day. I'm like the army green.
Leprechauns, my
She's got
fingernails.
What?
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, you
I'm
girl.
Irish. I gotta
Oh,
be.
well, okay, with red
Yeah.
hair, everything. Yeah, you got to go for it. You got to live it up. So anyway, so we want to talk about quickly because we don't take too much time, but Robin's going to go first and talk about one of the things that most people probably struggle with. And so take it away, Robin.
So I was not going through this health journey when I was going through the deadliest time. And I mean, the hot flashes were horrible for me. And my friends can attest to this. My family and my poor husband can attest to this. So looking back and now what I know about sugar, I'm sure that sugar was the culprit. I was a sugarholic. Now I barely eat sugar. I use things like we've talked before, the monk fruit now, honey, things like that, healthier versions to add sweetness to. And I don't eat candy anymore. Um, that I'm sure contributed to how many hot flashes I had in the intensity of them because added sugars are so easily absorbed in your bloodstream and they shoot through and they can help make you have brain fog as well. They can make you start losing, like feeling like you're losing your memory. There's not really direct links that I've researched that say that they are the cause of hot flashes, but they're definitely a contributor. So, and I drank my red wine and we'll talk about that too. I think Kim's got that on her list, but
I know.
that's if I was to tell anyone anything, if you're starting to feel that, really, really, really try to find alternatives to the sugar.
Yep.
So,
Or just go on a detox.
yeah.
Yeah, that will help. And speaking of red wine, that has been known to cause flushing anyway. And so that is can be a cause of hot flashes. So if you're experiencing hot flashes, switching to white wine or just cutting out the red wine for a while too. And it's not forever, but just cut it out for while you're feeling those symptoms, um, and then add it back in gradually to your diet. But another thing are eating clean meats, especially red meat for women, because we really need to focus on organic grass-fed red meat, because whatever the cows are eating, we are eating. So you got to think about like when they're getting they're getting shot full of antibiotics and hormones. We're getting that as well. So I mean, I would say for everybody, it's not good, but especially it affects women. It affects our hormones. So that is a big one to really to get a hold of. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your next one, Robin?
Oh, I don't really have a whole lot more. The only other thing to go back to the sugar is just to to say it's a good habit to get in anyway,
Mhm.
because it's a big cause of type 2 diabetes,
Yes.
heart disease, high blood pressure. Sugar affects so many different things in our body. The other thing too, I guess I would add to it, is sleep. Your sleep is very disrupted when
Mhm.
with hot flashes. So try to find things to help you with sleep, whether it's turning off your technology, whether it's reading a book. Um,
I would
you
say
know,
some chamomile tea too at night
yeah,
would be
some
good.
tea, yeah, to try to get good rest,
Yeah,
because it takes a lot out of you,
right.
you know?
But I think going to a whole foods diet is huge and key. The phytonutrients you can get from broccoli is going to help. Cabbage, sauerkraut is good. So any of those things are going to be really good for your hormone health. You know, and really not getting rid of as much sugar as you can. And I think is huge. And it's not going to kill you to give up some red wine for a little bit. Give up the alcohol. Even- Okay, you're allowed to have one green beer today, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
But
don't color your alcohol or
no, no,
your wine.
but omega-3s are really important, especially in fatty fish and salmon, in mackerel and tuna, super important. So those are easy things you can do. Veggies, really maximize out on your veggies, the omega-3s, healthy fats, sprouted seeds, nuts, um, really super. Those are things I would say to stick to for your um, during your hormonal years, which is actually our whole life, but
Yeah, yeah,
definitely they rear their ugly heads. That's when they get out of whack, is when, basically 40 plus. Some people say
yep,
35 plus, but I think 40 plus is when
yeah.
people start to feel a difference.
And we talked yesterday, Kim and I have talked to everybody. We've mentioned Clubhouse before, and we were on Clubhouse yesterday talking about this subject. And we had about 22 people in there, 22 women, uh, giving different information and things
Hmm.
that have worked for them and asking questions. And one of the things that came up was juicing. And Kim and I
Oh
both
yeah,
said that we used to juice, but I kind of stopped juicing because I'd read and heard that like you lose a lot of the fiber and some of the nutrients when you juice. And so I was like, well, then why am I doing this? I want to get all the benefits
right.
from it. So, but the gal that was speaking was saying that she was juicing and she noticed going through it that the juicing had really helped her.
Yeah, I wrote down what she said she
Okay,
used. She would put a cucumber, celery, spinach, and ginger, and then she would add like an apple for a little bit of sweetness for flavor. But she said that really helped with hot flashes,
yeah. See,
and
that
that
was
was
a
really,
good tip.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I got a full disclosure, when I used to juice, I would throw everything in the juicer because I hated cleaning it, and I just like wanted to throw everything in to get all I didn't want to make different juices. So I made all these different, so it was like, but I did it for a whole year and I liked it. But I think what my mistake was, I was putting too much fruit in, because
Mhm.
you need
Yeah,
more veggies, less fruit. But
right.
I loved it at the time. I loved how it made me feel, but I mean, I hated cleaning that darn machine, that darn
Yeah.
mesh.
Well,
But
maybe
anyway,
since we've done it, they've come up with a better alternative or like
yeah.
an easier clean.
But I
So,
want to try this one that she talked about. Again, it's cucumber, celery, spinach, and ginger, and then she would add an apple. So, and
yeah,
yeah, so that would, so I thought that sounds like a good one to try. So
yeah,
I'm gonna pull out the old juicer again.
yeah. So,
Give it a
well,
reprieve.
good. Yeah. Pardon?
Give it a reprieve.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Really.
Well, our 7 minutes is up. How time flies when we're talking about this. So hopefully we've helped you out with this since we've been there, done that. If you have questions or some more comments, or if you have some tips, leave them in the comments below for other people to see.
Yes. And also, if you want to join us on Clubhouse, which is a really cool platform, it's audio only. We learned so much. We've got both have invitations. It's only by invite and iPhone users only, and it's pretty incredible. So neat
Yeah,
community.
yeah, it is.
So,
It really is.
all
All
right, thank
right.
you,
Well,
Robin.
everybody, have a good St. Patty's Day. Don't
Woohoo!
drink too much green beer.
That's right. Thanks, you guys. Bye bye,
All
everybody.
right. See ya.